Australian snowboard star Cam Bolton was airlifted to hospital after suffering a broken neck in a shocking crash that has sent waves of concern through the winter sports community, with the incident occurring during a high-speed training session where Bolton, known for his fearless approach and technical brilliance on the snowboard cross circuit, reportedly lost control on a challenging section of the course before being violently thrown to the snow, prompting immediate medical attention from on-site paramedics who quickly stabilized him and called for an air ambulance as a precaution due to the severity of the suspected spinal injury, highlighting once again the inherent dangers faced by elite winter athletes who routinely push the limits of speed, balance, and endurance in pursuit of podium finishes. Bolton, a seasoned Olympian and one of Australia's most accomplished snowboard cross competitors, has long been admired for his resilience and competitive spirit, representing his country on the world stage with distinction and earning respect from teammates and rivals alike for his professionalism and determination, making news of the broken neck all the more distressing for fans who have followed his career from junior ranks through World Cup campaigns and Olympic appearances, as early reports indicated that while the injury was serious, he was conscious and receiving specialized care at a major trauma hospital where doctors were conducting thorough scans and assessments to determine the full extent of the damage and to plan the best course of treatment, with spinal injuries requiring delicate management to prevent further complications and to maximize the chances of recovery. Snow Australia released a brief statement expressing support for Bolton and his family, thanking emergency responders for their swift action and asking for privacy as he begins what is expected to be a challenging rehabilitation journey, while fellow athletes took to social media to send messages of encouragement, underscoring the tight-knit nature of the snowboard cross community where competitors often train together and share the same risks on demanding courses filled with jumps, berms, rollers, and tight turns that can turn treacherous in an instant if timing or edge control falters by even a fraction. Experts note that snowboard cross, by design, involves multiple riders racing simultaneously down a technical track at high speeds, increasing the possibility of collisions and high-impact falls, and although safety standards, course design protocols, and protective equipment have evolved significantly over the years, the sport still carries a heightened risk profile compared to many other winter disciplines, which makes the rapid response and preparedness of medical teams at events and training venues absolutely critical, as demonstrated in Bolton's case where the decision to airlift him ensured he received advanced care without delay. Beyond the immediate medical concerns, the injury raises questions about Bolton's competitive future, as neck fractures can vary widely in severity and recovery timelines, sometimes requiring surgery, immobilization, and months of physiotherapy, and while modern sports medicine has enabled remarkable comebacks from injuries once considered career-ending, each case is unique and dependent on factors such as fracture location, spinal stability, and neurological involvement, leaving fans cautiously hopeful yet realistic about the road ahead. Throughout his career, Bolton has exemplified perseverance, having previously battled injuries and setbacks to return to competition with renewed focus, qualities that will undoubtedly serve him during recovery, as sports psychologists often emphasize the importance of mental resilience in rehabilitation from traumatic injuries, particularly for athletes whose identities and daily routines are deeply intertwined with training and competition, meaning that support from family, teammates, coaching staff, and medical professionals will play an essential role in sustaining motivation and optimism during the long process of healing and gradual return to physical conditioning. The broader Australian sporting community has also rallied behind Bolton, with messages from winter sports organisations and even athletes from other disciplines acknowledging both his contributions to Australian snowboarding and the sobering reminder his accident provides about the fragility of athletic careers built on split-second decisions and razor-thin margins for error. As governing bodies continue to balance the thrill and spectacle of high-adrenaline winter sports with ongoing efforts to enhance athlete safety through improved course design, better protective technology, and comprehensive emergency protocols, as updates continue to emerge from the hospital regarding his condition, there is a collective sense of hope that Bolton's strength, combined with expert medical care, will guide him toward a full recovery, even if the timeline remains uncertain, and in the meantime, the focus remains firmly on his health and well-being rather than competition results, illustrating how moments like these transcend sport and bring into sharp perspective the human stories behind the helmets and bib numbers, reminding fans that behind every daring run down an icy course stands an individual whose courage, vulnerability, and determination define not just their athletic achievements but also their response to adversity, with Cam Bolton's latest and most difficult challenge now unfolding not on a snow-covered track but in a hospital room where patience, resilience, and community support will be the keys to his next chapter.